Local news about local people. This is Newslink Indiana.
Hello and thanks for joining us at newslinkindiana.com. I'm Alyssa Ivinson. After 34 years on the air, WIPB is going digital. With a new 800-foot tall tower, the station will begin transmitting a digital signal Monday. The project began 5 years ago when PBS stations were ordered to become digital by May of 2003. Funding problems caused delays in the project, but station management says it's exciting to move forward.
It's unbelievable. I mean, for those of us that have been so close to it and worked on it all these years, it's just hard to believe.
Tours of the new facility can be arranged by contacting WIPB at 765-285-1249. The ghosts and goblins of Halloween are unique to America, but the ghoulish holiday didn't start here. Newslink Indiana's Holly Samuels takes us to Halloween's past and present.
From ghoulies and ghosties and long-legged beasties and things that go bump in the night, may the good Lord preserve us.
The Halloween season has brought out tricks, treats, and things that lurk in the dark for centuries, starting with the Celtic people.
The Celtic peoples believed during the summer things grow. It's a positive, wonderful time of the year, but it comes to an end. And so all the dark spirits that have been kept away by the bright summer sun come out.
When it comes to spirits, Elliott Hall on Ball State's campus may have a ghostly resident.
The way that I understand it is right after World War II ended, one of our residents, Will Schomburg, came back, just a horribly disfigured guy, and so he couldn't make a whole lot of friends. And then eventually he was so depressed he came up here and hung himself.
Now some say Schomburg's spirit still lingers.
Went to turn my light off on the other side of the room and my answering machine went off. Got the entire, "Hello, my name's Ryan, I'm not home right now" message, and then just a dial tone. And that was it.
The Hall hosts a haunted house every October so others can experience Schomburg's spooks.
It was kind of entertainment. There were no movies, there's no TV.
Even now, with all the technology we have to entertain us, we still sometimes would rather just have a classic scare. In Muncie, Holly Samuels, Newslink, Indiana.
Elliott Hall's legacy of death actually started at its birth. The hall is named for Frank Elliott Ball, who died in a plane accident in 1936. Halloween time means endless hours of searching for that perfect costume. As Newslink Indiana's Colleen Borman shows us, you don't have to be cheap. You can shop where the pros go.
This is it right here.
Finding the right costume
Nice. I like yours better than mine then.
Is never an easy task for Troy Lloyd.
I was hot dog last year. I may be Chinese food takeout this year.
At the Anderson costume store, his choices are endless.
You got Shrek, you got Spider-Man, all the way to George Bush.
From a Roman soldier in biblical times to a modern, bootylicious babe, here there's a costume for anyone or any time period.
And costuming is what owner Patricia Kopic knows best.
Most times there's something for everybody.
More than just ghosts and ghouls.
He was taken right from the movie.
These are not ordinary costumes. Some have been in the spotlight, worn by actors on stages around the area.
I can do any of the seasons, I can do any of the years, I can do theatrical.
Making it a unique place to find the perfect fit for costume hunters like Lloyd.
It's the one time I can dress up and act like myself and just be a fool.
In Chesterfield, Colleen Borman, Newslink, Indiana.
And you don't have to star in a play on Broadway to put on these costumes. From Santa to the Easter Bunny, Anderson Costume is open year-round. And some students at Ball State got a chance to break in their costumes on their way to class. It looks like Superman was in quite a hurry to get to class today. He just ran through that video there. And now, do you have your costume ready, Jennifer Cook, for Halloween tonight?
I do. In fact, be Minnie Mouse. But you know what you're going to need to carry tonight? An umbrella. So you definitely don't want to be the Wicked Witch of the West because you might melt.
We'll keep that in mind. So we've got some rain coming in our way, but any other suggestions for tips to remember as we're going outside?
Definitely carry your umbrella and definitely start trick-or-treating early. As you can see, this is the third Halloween in a row with some rainfall. Tonight, though, expecting to see a lot more than what we have seen in the past. Quarter or a half inch to 3/4 of an inch of rainfall is expected. Rain's going to continue through the overnight, but by Tuesday afternoon, partly sunny skies. Then by the end of the week, we're seeing a very big warm-up. That's not going to happen tonight. Because of the rainfall, our lows are going to be pretty mild. 48 in Muncie, 47 in Indianapolis, and 47 in Bloomington. Here's the cold front that's going to be bringing the rainfall throughout east central Indiana this evening. As the cold front slowly begins to move towards the east, we're going to see showers begin to develop, becoming stronger overnight. Then as that moves to the east, High pressure is going to move into the area, and much warmer conditions. For the day tomorrow, 3 degrees above normal with 60 in Muncie, 61 Indianapolis, 62 Bloomington, and middle 60s out towards the west. The reason why we're going to see the warm-up is because the jet stream is going to slowly begin to move towards the north. So that means the air is going to begin to move from the south. So that means unseasonably warm weather is on the way for east central Indiana, and you will see that, in fact, in the 5-day forecast. But tonight, periods of rainfall becoming more widespread. So once again, trick or treat early. That's the main idea for the evening tonight. Our low, 48 degrees. For the day tomorrow, 60 degrees, some AM showers. Then we're going to see some clearing by the afternoon. The winds from the west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's the warm-up. 73 Thursday, 72 on Friday. So much warmer conditions are on the way. Then for the weekend, slightly going to dip back into the upper 60s. But once again, still warm for this time of year. But like I said, carry the umbrella tonight when you go trick-or-treating.
Well, remember that. And we don't have costumes, but we do have our Newslink Indiana pumpkin all ready to go. So we are celebrating here as well.
Yes, we are.
Thanks, Jennifer. A Muncie attorney has received top honors for developing and running a free service in Delaware County. Richard Hughes, a partner at DeFeer Voren, received the Indiana Pro Bono Commission's Randall T. Shepard Award. Hughes says he never strived for the award, but says it's nice to be recognized for his work.
I hope that maybe the recognition will inspire other attorneys to become involved in pro bono work and do their share.
Hughes has done work for many companies, including Habitat for Humanity and the Drop-In Center. After a winter of slow home sales, Muncie is seeing a rebound. As Newslink Indiana's Abby Walton tells us, the market isn't as bad as people thought.
Jennifer Johnson cleans her home for the last time before she hands the keys over to a new owner. She had an easier time selling her house than she did finding one.
We needed a 4-bedroom house because all the kids were still at home. And it was really hard to find a 4-bedroom house.
Although there are over 700 homes that are currently for sale in the Delaware County area, this doesn't mean that sellers are having to play the waiting game.
9 days.
That's all it took for Johnson to sell her home. Johnson's realtor Tammy Parker says while last winter's sales were slow due to the ice storm, things are starting to pick up.
I've had my best year ever.
Parker says homes priced from $130,000 plus sell rapidly, but homes at the lower end of the spectrum aren't doing as well.
I think there's just so many of those properties on the market right now because people are moving up because the interest rates are still low.
Something Johnson is thankful for, since it means she can now focus on the construction of her new home in Missouri.
The fact that it turned over real quick was quite a relief.
In Muncie, Abby Walton, Newslink, Indiana.
According to Parker, a home in Muncie is on the market an average of 3 to 4 months. And you might be owed some money. The Internal Revenue Service says thousands of dollars in refunds have gone unclaimed. More than $42,000 in revenues have not been returned to taxpayers in East Central Indiana because of incorrect addresses. The IRS says this can be avoided by filing taxes electronically and using direct deposit.
It's a very secure method. We suggest people do that. The more people who would do that, the less we're going to have of this.
For a complete list of the unclaimed refunds, you can find that here on our website. And that is Newslink Indiana. Thanks for joining us, and you can always find local news about local people right here at newslinkindiana.com.